the living room.
What this look like? What this sound like?
I don't know. I don't know what happened, but.
Yo, go away, yo. What this look like? What this sound like? Yo, I'm struggling. This is so bad. Things are going so bad. What this look like? What this sound like? I'm so... Yo. Oh my gosh. My freaking life right now, yo. Is this a members only stream? This was supposed to be members only. I don't even think it is. Yo, it's over for me. It's over for me. It's freaking over. Lord have mercy. I deserve for it to be over. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Yo, this is crazy. This is so crazy. Yo, oh my gosh. I'm gonna kill everybody. I'm gonna go insane. What up, y'all? It's your boy, Hello Listener. I don't even know. Nah, the vocals are... Man, don't say that. The vocals ain't the problem right now. I fine-tuned my vocals. I like my vocals. The problem is I can't stream lately. They keep telling me everything's fine, but it's not fine. They keep telling me the connection's fine, but it's not fine. So I've been playing with settings, seeing if I can get it right. Right now it's saying it's working. It's saying excellent. Oh, Lord have mercy. Is this a members only stream?
Your video's featured.
My video's featured? What does that even mean?
YouTube featured?
I'm featured? Well, that makes me a little happy. Look, I don't want to get on here and complain. That's the last thing I want to do. That's the last thing I want to do. You know me. Y'all know me. I don't want to get on here and complain. But I got problems. I got problems. I got problems. I have problems. Yo, dogs? Haven't sold one of them. Not one dog sold. Is this a members only stream or not? No, I don't think it is.
I don't think so, because you're YouTube featured.
You're viral. Yeah, I'm feeling real featured with 6 people watching. I think they've given up on the boy. I think y'all gave up on me. Yo, I'm setting up a goal. I guess I'm out here. I'm setting up a goal. I need a new computer. I need something. Oh my goodness gracious. I'll show you a puppy. That's getting old. It's old to me. These puppies are old to me. I don't want to see a puppy. Tell us. Thank you, Provo. What up, Provo? What up, John Castle? What up, Gooster Mix? What up, Are We Not Men? I'm keeping an eye on things. Right now, I'm at 1% drop frames, but I'm not streaming at the quality I normally stream. Is there a dip in quality? Does it look worse? Or does it look normal? What up, Chair Folders? What up, Chair Folders? That's real. That's a real thing. That's like one of the things you can do at church. You could be the guy who's like, I'm going to fold the chairs. All right. I'm going to stop looking at all these analytics. I'm going to stop looking at speed tests. I'm going to run every speed test the internet has to offer. Close all these tabs about bitrate. On Hitbone, God bless you, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. It looks the same? Okay. Have you camped out in front of Walmart trying to sell them? If not, you ain't even trying. Harsh words, Provo. I'm trying. No, I tell my wife to do things. She posts them on Facebook and everywhere. Here's your sound, Unhipbone. But sure, I'll go in front of Scary Walmart. Why'd that come out of that? Where'd that come out of? Yeah, I'll go to Scary Walmart and try and sell my puppies. No mo EBT. Yeah, I better do it before tomorrow. Or what day? I got 1 day left before they go don't want to say that word. They go crazy. I wasn't that bad on Rob's show, was I? I behaved myself on Rob's show. I behaved myself. I kept it. Yeah, now this internet thing for no reason. I don't even know. I'm trying to stream at that high rate. You got to get puppy pen, park near some grass, put the sign up, and people will stop, pick up a puppy, and won't want to set it back down. That's what I should be doing today instead of this, that's for sure. Maybe I'll go do that right now. Oh, wait, it's Alaska out. It's Alaska out. All right, where's your personality, Tony? Where's your personality? Where am I? Who am I? Yeah, I had a good time. Rob's cool, man. Good guy. I didn't get to watch the playback. I wanted to watch the playback with the chat because I didn't watch chat because I was, I was locked in. I didn't want to look at chat and get weird. Maybe I should have, but I didn't. And so now I was going to go watch the replay. Immediately got deleted. Apparently Sarah had her simps mass report the video. Two birds, one stone. She's like, oh, I hate both these guys. Really diabolical. Really diabolical. Really, it's scary when you think about the world, when you think about how little the people around you give a crap about anything. Like when you realize that, you're like, oh, they have no moral anything. They'll do whatever they want. The only thing stopping them is whether or not they can get away with it. There's no moral compass. There's no answering to God. It's, can I do this and get away with it? Scary. That's scary. I'm surrounded by friggin' heathens and demons. They're not operating on the same codes as me. I did a video a long time ago called Know the Codes, where I went through this. But last night got me thinking. Last night got me thinking about it a lot. And I wrote some stuff down. Maybe I'll go through it in a minute. I want to talk to y'all first. Welcome to the show. I think we might be back.
Looking great.
It's looking good.
Sounding good.
I'm not happy. I feel I still have all this static all over me. Like I got to get it off of me. I feel like I'm covered in demonic attacks and tiny arrows. I feel so attacked right now. It's so crazy that the week that my wife is finally like, okay, Gooster Mix, yo, dude. Whoa. Thank you, bro. I love you, dude. What the heck? I love you, dude. Here's your sound. That's pretty good. Let me keep the stream elements open. So far, we're good. This is not the bit rate I like to stream at. I like to stream around 10 to 12 megabits per second. Right now, I'm at 3. And it's scary. But they're sending a technician once the EBT stops. They were supposed to send a technician 2 days ago. They were supposed to send a technician 2 days ago. And then they just didn't. Two double Whoppers. It's for a white man. Whoppers with fries. It's for a white man. Two Nacho Bel Grandes. It's for a white man. What do you have, sir? What do you have? What do you want? Can I get a grilled cheese burrito? Yeah, sure thing. Two grilled cheese burrito. It's for a white guy. What was that? Grilled cheese burrito. It's for a white. It's for a white man. That's the type of service I'm getting over at GCI right now. But I'll tell you what, something happened that was pretty cool. I called, and it wasn't an Indian. It was a Mexican. It's a breath of fresh air. I called the help center, and a Mexican answered. I said, brother, it's so wonderful to hear your voice. I feel real close to Mexicans when they show up on help centers. When I call in and I get them instead of an Indian, all of a sudden I feel very close to Mexico. Anyway, what was I talking about? Let me get there. I didn't even know I was about to stream. Every time I tried to stream today, it broke in front of me. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, it's working now. Okay. Okay, do it. Do the job. Do the job you've been tasked to do. Well, I don't know. You know, I wrote some stuff down about it. Because me and Rob got to talking. Me and old Rob Noor, my friend. We got to talking. And then at the end of it, Sarah rated and then mass flagged the video. And I started thinking about all sorts of stuff. Oh, also, I hit 1,400 subs last night. So that's cool. That's a pretty cool number. What up, Abe Dinkus? What up, Grogans? But I want to talk a little bit about some of the things that happened in my brain last night. After the show was over and after I saw it get deleted. Never got to appreciate the chat. I said, did I do a good job, Maria? She said, yeah, the chat liked you. They said nice things. She said only 2 people said bad things. What did they say? They said, I don't like him. Oh, okay. What did the rest of them say? I don't remember. Oh, okay. I guess I'll watch the replay. No, I won't. Hey, yo. What up, Light at the Bar? What up, Are We Not, man? Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. It was a really nice opportunity. I appreciate Rob, looking out for me. There's a lot of nice people out here on our side of the internet. A lot of people who just look out for you. Like Jim Bob. Like Made by Jim Bob. They said, OMG, it's Tony. Let me read this note before my phone dies. Guys, I didn't even know I was going to do a show, so bear with me. I got to get there. Yeah, but now I'm shook. Because they're out here with crazy tactics, Abe Dinkus. They're out here lawless. They don't give a crap, bro. There's no honor. This is a woman with a debate channel. She doesn't operate with honor. She does not operate with honor. Give me a break. She hates your dad. She's going to punish you because he found a younger wife. Whoa, one of my dogs just went, meow, 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 meow. Yo, scrush that yike if you're here. Give it a dang scrush. Thank you, Abe. I appreciate it. All right, so I start. Oh my gosh. Yo, dog situation. Dog situation. I'm trying to do my best. Yo, my aura's gone, by the way. This whole thing, my aura's gone. If you thought I had aura yesterday, prepare for auraless Tony back again. Let me read you what I wrote. And bear with me, because you might think it sounds weird. The reason I do this is because I have the answer. That's why I do this. And I wouldn't if I didn't. It's a strange thing when you find orthodoxy. When you become orthodox, the world changes. It's a strange thing because you have very low capacity to entertain any childish ideas that people find themselves captivated by. The doctrines of the world and their prophets and experts become obvious to you, and very little that the world has to offer holds your attention. It's true that this happens. When you become Orthodox, it's like all of a sudden it's like the veil is lifted and everything kind of, a lot of things you were like, oh no. I remember I used to watch shows and one day it hit me. The reason I watch this is because I kind of hover a mystery in the background. What's going on? What is it? And some part of you is looking for some deeper meaning. You don't realize that this is happening. And maybe even the producers don't realize that this is happening. But it is happening. The producers probably just went to different, they had meetings and they had test groups and they read books about what captivates an audience. But really, I believe what's happening subconsciously with a lot of these things is they're hitting you with a sense of mystery. Why did that happen? Why did that happen? There's all these elements. And then your main character, who is an analog of you, who's your avatar. What's that? Little dot? What's that? A little tiny dot? Your avatar goes through this world and kind of works closer or, it comes closer to unveiling whatever the hell this all is, right? And you start to realize that's most media. Most media is a mystery hiding nothing because at the end of the day, there's never anything behind it. You'll watch a show for 3 seasons thinking you're going to get somewhere. There's all this mystery. There's all this intrigue. And then the show's over and it was nothing again. Oh no, The Matrix didn't teach me the truth of reality. Oh no, I watched 7 seasons of House and I'm still fat. There wasn't anything. There was a bunch of intrigue. The intrigue kept you watching. The mystery kept you watching. The desire to know, which is ingrained in us as fallen creatures, the desire to know is so deep in our entire being. That's what we want. We want to know what the hell is going on. And everything they show you, everything the Amish conjure up becomes a possible route towards truth. And so it all gets more attention than it deserves. But when you become Orthodox, it just stops. You're like, it's all nothing. It's all nothing. It's all stupid. It's all meaningless. Your tastes change because you realize that nothing out there holds the answer. Nothing. They're not going to get you any closer to the truth. They're going to ShamWow you with a bunch of smoke screens, but you're not going to actually find anything. Me, I'm 40. I've gone through this a bunch of times. I've gone through it so many times that sometimes I kick myself for going through it again. How many times are you going to go do this? How many times are you going to go down some rabbit hole thinking it's going to lead you to truth and it doesn't? There is only one truth. Christ. And there is only one church, the Orthodox Church. But it's a weird thing, because once you get there, all of this other stuff starts to lose its flavor. I talk about this a lot. I talk about the mystery covering nothing. I talk about it in music. I talk about it in film. I talk about it in art. Nothing at best. The mystery covering nothing at best. Often just covering, satanic ritual. But let me read what I wrote here. I talk about this a lot, the mystery covering nothing, that draws you deeper before finally revealing there was never anything there in the first place, if you make it that far. Some people revel in the con, not understanding it, but too proud to admit that. So they remain in its clutches and assist it in its scope by pretending they understand. So they almost become part of the con. Because they're too proud to admit that there's nothing there. They're too proud. The people above them, the con man above them, it's all a pyramid scheme, everything. Everything's a freaking pyramid scheme. The con man above them convinces them that tools lateralis is some incredible thing, or that, I shouldn't always be pointing at Tool, but they're a great example. This art, this movie, whatever it is something more than it is. And so if you don't acknowledge, if you don't understand it, you're stupid. It's like the Emperor's New Clothes. If you don't understand that, you're stupid, right? So, because you don't want to be stupid, because you're too proud to admit you don't see anything, but you've been conned by the people above you that there is something there. You end up assisting. You end up being part of the Ponzi scheme, pretending that there's something there because you're too proud to admit, I don't understand. What is this? There's like entire industries based on, I don't understand. What is this? About people being afraid to say that. It doesn't seem like anything. It's a bunch of people afraid of being judged by people who won't explain it anyway. So, all right, I'm going to keep reading this. Nevertheless, in orthodoxy, the truth is there, right before you. And your life, too, is laid bare before you. This is what it is. This is what you are. This is what you must do. Be perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect. You can't, of course, but you must. And that dichotomy is the engine of our life. Another thing that becomes apparent is almost no one else knows the truth. And I touched upon this in that episode, but most Know the Codes episode, but most people have no reason to adhere to anything besides their own passions. They have not been taught otherwise, and if they have, they've rejected it. What's more is they have no reason to be honest, fair, forgiving, merciful, etc. I think it's important to remember that. I think it's important to remember that maybe more often than not, you are surrounded by people with zero code. My good friend Rob and I were talking about this yesterday. The only thing in their mind is win. That's it. Win. There's nothing else. There's no answering to God. There's no moral code. It's the passions and it's win. It doesn't matter if you lie. It doesn't matter if you cheat. It doesn't matter if you steal. It doesn't matter if you hurt others. What matters is that you get what you want. That's a really freaky thing. That's really freaky. It's really freaky to know that so many people are operating with that as their baseline. Win at all costs, despite what's going on around you. No matter what. You don't have to answer to a higher power. You are your higher power. I don't think a lot of us really come to terms with that. I don't think a lot of us realize that. But I think in a lot of ways that is the red pill, is that we're not all just nice people. We're not all just nice people doing our best in the world and trying to be good. We might actually be the minority. The majority of the world might be filled with people who are doing whatever they can get away with. I said this to my nephew a couple of days ago. I said, don't let the reason you're good be because people are watching. Let the reason you're good be because you're good. What I should have said is let the reason you're good be because God's watching. Maybe that would have made more sense. But what we're surrounded by is people who are playing nice until they can get away with evil. That's a really weird, scary thing. Now, there are people who also have what they call moral codes. But if you go into those moral codes and break them down, you realize that they're just self-serving, man-made ideologies. Judaism, for instance. Modern Talmudic Judaism, there's nothing you're not allowed to do to those outside of your group. Now, I don't know how they act towards each other. I know there's a lot of nepotism. I know there's a lot of covering each other's mistakes. I know Leo Frank killed and raped a little girl, and then they set up an entire foundation, which is reigned over our country for 100 years, so that no Jewish person ever has to pay for their crimes again. Muslims will sit there and talk about how they're just like you, and we also believe Jesus was, I don't know, pretty cool, but Muhammad's probably like better. But Muslims are allowed to lie to you. It's called taqiyya. They're allowed to say whatever they want to expand the caliphate. So as long as what they're doing can be construed in their own minds as something that is furthering Islam, it doesn't matter what they do. They can lie to your face. And also, conquest is built into the religion. There have been sheiks who have said, if not for the apostasy laws, Islam would have died with Muhammad. Meaning it was always a brutal, bloody cult from its inception. And before Muhammad died, he spent the later half of his life conquering Jews and Christians and allowing his men to do whatever they wanted to them. If you get into the hadiths, you'll see him say, yeah, you can rape their women in front of them. They're your women now because you won. Do not let what God has given you, do not shirk what God has given you. God has given you their women. You can rape them in front of them. God told me this. God, do you believe me? Who cares? It works to my passions. Who cares if I believe you, Muhammad? If I can get away with it, I'll do it. So the whole idea of liberal pluralism is based on a gigantic lie that all of us are good, when in fact we're all evil. And that's why fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. I'm not good. I'm no better than the people I'm criticizing right now. But I know that God's real. And I know that I'll be judged for my actions. And I'm scared. And I want to be good. I want to. It's very hard. It's not in my nature. My nature's fallen. I want to destroy every man I meet, and I want to sleep with every woman I meet. And that's true. But I control all of that. I control the savagery in my heart. And I seek to be what God intended me to be before the fall. This is why the life of orthodoxy is filled with repentance. Me and Jimmy somehow fell upon an interesting metaphor on Orthothugs on Tuesday. That it's almost like we're on a boat to heaven. But the only way we can sail across is to fill the chasm of our sins with the tears of our repentance. That's the only way we can make it from here to there. Otherwise, we just fall into the chasm. Chasm. Speaking of albums I'm supposed to be releasing. Anyway, I've been demonically attacked all week. Viciously. So my wife quits her job and we say, okay, this is the way now. This is the way to enjoy your life. Do not think about your life. That's not true. That's not what we were saying. I just remembered a song. But we decided, okay, this is what we're doing. This is it. And then immediately, the internet stops working. And I'm operating at half capacity right now. I got 4.8 dropped frames right now. How is my stream health? They say excellent. I don't believe it. I'm operating at a much lower bit rate than usual, but you guys are saying it looks okay, so I'm okay. I had a good couple days. I didn't even curse. I didn't even curse. That to me is a good metric. If I don't curse, if I keep my prayer rule, these things, I'm like, okay. And I've had a couple times in my life where I went a whole week without cursing. Unfortunately, the attacks got to me and I gave into the passion of wrath, which is probably one of my worst passions. In fact, I felt like I was given signs in my life that wrath would drag me to hell, but of course it would. It'll drag all of us to hell if we don't learn to control our passions. Eventually, I ended up cursing, getting angry. The cutest dog bit me so hard. That was a moment. That was a turning point for me when the dog I liked the most bit me so hard. And I was like, get these out of here. Haven't sold a single one. It's just a weird time for that to happen. You know, it's a weird time. And maybe I'm being foolish. I wouldn't put it past me to be foolish. I certainly wouldn't put it past me to be foolish. But this is what we've done. So this is the path forward. And all we can do is pray for God's grace. And take whatever comes. Somehow I'm able to stream today. I wasn't able to stream yesterday. I wasn't even able to do a members only stream, which was my real goal, to do a members only stream. But I was able to get just enough internet to get on Rob's show. And we had a good time. Everybody was super chatting about my spleen. But I'm auraless now. I got nothing for you. I'm so sorry. At least my hair is really high up in the air. And at least this is how I look on this. At least I look like this right here. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I made a silly move? No, I didn't stomp it. Oh, I did also get sick. Gosh. But I don't want to complain. But I do want to poop. I'll be right back. Hey, I'm gonna get salmonella. Did you know that for the same price as a packet of eggs, you can enrich a fat? Hi, this is the Tyrannosaurus Rex, creature of the jungle, one of the world's strongest dinosaurs. Telling you to give money to Hello Listener, even though this is free. And the reason you would take my word for it is because my teeth are 10 feet long. Okay? Hi, a creature emerges from the swamp. You can't detect its eyes, but you feel it staring at you. Super chat me. Or I'm gonna let it get you. I am... there's a 4-tier system to the super chats. Black tier is the lowest tier. Okay, wait. Okay, so here's the tier system. This black tier is the lowest tier. And what it is the black tier is... Friend in the whole world just rated me. My best friend in the whole world just rated me. He rated me and I love him so much. In a normal way. In a normal way. In a normal way. In a normal way. Here's one of the things I want to say. Let me hit you with the sound real quick. I think I saw a couple super chats just happen. Unhit Bone with a $5. Here you go, Dad. Appreciate you. These are from Sonic 2. And dang Susan Griffith. God bless you. Thank you so much. Here's your sound. Just a little guy. what I want to do, and here's something that I've been thinking about a lot lately, is because we all go through these trials. Gentlemen, ladies, we all go through these trials in our lives, don't we? I know some of you out there, let me just be a Baptist. I know some of you out there sprained your leg. Some of you got one weird thumb. Rob, for instance, has a weird thumb. Rachel? 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 Some of you got a weird thumb. Some of you got no spleen. Some of you, a girl was like, ew. Some of you, a girl was like this. Ew. 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 That sucks. That sucks for you. And then you went home and you punched your pillow and you said, why you're so stupid, Derek. Sorry if your name's Derek. Why did you even try? Why did you even try? You know you're a freak. Right? That happens. Uh-oh. My frames. My frames.
Reverse massage.
Oh gosh, my frames.
$1.99.
Can you guys still see me?
Homie? Cheer up. It's Spleentober.
Can you guys still see me? I'm losing frames. Oh, Lord have mercy. Not my frames. Oh, gosh. Please. Give me back my frames. Give me back my frames. Guys, do I have my frames? Maria, is it glitching?
So far, it's okay.
Okay. It used to be don't look at the chat, now it's don't look at the frames. Wow, that's a huge raid. 161 people. Thank you. Best day ever. Probably best day ever if I could just get my frames back. Lord, please. Guys, pray for your boy. I'm being demonically attacked. It's brutal out here. It's straight up brutal out here. Guys, pray for my frames. All right. I'm not going to look. You'll tell me if it gets bad. Anyway, so we have all these bad things happen to us, right? Oh, that's dark. That number's dark. Oh, it's going up. Oh, Lord have mercy. Do I have what can I do? Oh my goodness gracious. That is getting bad. That's dark. And what I've been thinking about a lot lately, it's going up. It's going up. Oh my gosh, it's going up. Maintain frame, bro. I just lost 50. I just lost 30. Don't go insane. Don't go insane. Don't go insane. Don't go insane. All right, I won't go insane. All right, so here's what happens. We have all these terrible things happen to us. And what I've been thinking about is every time I get through a trial, I'm really upset with the fact that I let it get to me. Because we know that all things come from God ultimately. And that the trials are for our salvation. And so what we need to do is learn how to handle these trials with grace. And I never do. Ever. Never. I always end up losing it. I always end up cursing and freaking out and saying, oh gosh. And punching something. Breaking something. Screaming. Killing one of my dogs. Vehicular homicide. Going into the woods, seeing if I can find a homeless. Okay, let me stop on that whole thing. But you know what I mean? It's like you just end up eventually giving in to your rage or your depression. And what you want to learn to do is when you have trials, maintain equilibrium. Just be like, Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner. I can handle this. I can do this. It's okay. And you just keep going forward. And I want to learn to do that. I do want to learn how to do that. Didn't this time. Haven't ever. Hopefully one day I will. But oh, I got my frames back. I got my frames back. Yeah, this number is wild. Y'all are showing up and leaving. You have to stay. You have to stay because of my feelings. Hi guys. You have to stay because of my feelings. Look at my rosy cheeks. I'm a nice boy. I'm like Saint Nicholas. No, I'm not. Well, not in the saint way, but I will punch a heretic. I just meant because I had rosy cheeks like Santa Claus. Let's listen to a song. This is called Pledge Your Allegiance. I don't know what it means. You asked Jesus for mercy and he gave you mercy. I'm going to stop looking at the number. Rip, stop reporting the number. It's messing me up. I'm just going to assume that there's 200 people watching and know that I'm doing well in my life. Okay? I think a bunch of things happened, though, that I might have missed. Reverse massage with the $199. Why so blue, homie? Cheer up, it's Spleentober. Here's your sound. Uh-oh. It's an analog sound. She smells like Gorgonzola. So let me talk about Monday a little bit while I'm waiting for this to work. Well, first let me, never mind, I don't have to, it's here. Which cool effects? The one that broke my computer? This one? Woo! Austin Latulio with the 10. Thank you, broski.
Italio 6,682 super chatted $10. Suck my dido. Pinched fingers emoji. Pinched fingers emoji.
Tell me what it's for. Your soul, your play. Apropos. I love when that happens. Tell me what happened to you, and how did you survive? Tell me your story, the lows, the highs. Guys, pray for my frame rate. Let it disinfect. Oh yeah, hit that, scrush that yike. Don't take that L, scrush that yike. Make a W for yourself today, it's good for you. A brick through the glass, I took all the cash and burned down the store. Been sitting on the floor and counted all up, don't know what it's for. I see what it's worth, the gift is a curse, I always want more. I fill up my purse and hop in my hearse, get back to the door. Ooh, pull me over on my way, show me in my smiling face, maybe you could be front page. Ooh,
stop me when I'm on the run. Tell me not to pull my gun. I'm about to have a son. Hey.
Yeah.
It's me.
Thank you, Justin.
Live for me, don't look at the dark. Live for me, it'll be as intended. Live for me, I'm the only one you know. Live for me, live for me, live for me.
Oma, what up, broski?
Live for me, I won't ever tell you lies.
Did I do teal again? Did I do teal?
Embrace the life
$742
I did not.
I'll teach you how.
I did not do teal.
I won't go.
Thank you, bro.
Into that chasm, no. I won't go there no more. I
did not.
I won't go into that chasm, no. I won't go there no more.
It is teal. No! Not teal! Guys, oh gosh, guys, not teal! God, stupid, 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 stupid! I hate when I make it teal! No! What teal? Thank you, Jason.
Jason's killed 2,945 super chatted.
I'm so mad, dude. Dude, I'm so mad right now. I wanted you guys to give me $1 super chats, but now you have to give $5 super chats. I'm so mad! Oh, gosh. I look like an idiot in front of all of you. Let me catch up on these super chats, though. Thank you, Jason Shull, for the $5. Here's your sound. That's when he stops. Average Redhead, thank you for the super chat. Here's your sound. I don't know what that is.
Teal with IT.
Gooster mix with the teal with it.
Reverse massage super chatted $19.
I don't know what to do.
Don't worry, Teal, it's necessary.
I'm freaking speechless. On Hip Bone just gave me a $200 tip, bro. I don't.
You are officially put on notice. I will be arriving tomorrow.
Don't. I don't know what to do with my face right now, bro. I want to cover my face. I got to put a mask. Oh, it's gross. Yo, on Hip Bone, thank you, bro. That's crazy. Thank you, man. I'm not crying, bro. Rip, I'm not crying. I'm just happy, dude. Thank you, on Hitbone. Man, God bless you, bro. I don't know what I can do. I can't keep up.
At Mongobel Zero, it's super chatted $5.80. I'm early 20s, but time is flying by. 1 week feels like 2 days. I can't imagine what it's like past 40.
I'm not crying. No, I'm not crying. I'm not. Hey, look, I'll show you a close up on my face. I'm not crying. Sorry about that part. It's not tears. It's shock. I'm shocked. I'm genuinely shocked and I have no idea what to do. That's such a gigantic super chat. That's freaking humongous. That's like a super chat with 2 other super chats growing off it. Spleen Goblin. Oh no. That's like a super chat with 2 other super chats growing off it. That completely regulated my black bile. This is gonna be the best hollow spleen I've ever had. Ew, Ninja. Ew, dude. Be better. Demand more from yourself, Ninja of Spades. On Hitbone, I don't know what to do. What, I give you the biggest sound ever? I don't know what to do. Here's the biggest sound. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna play Funky Raccoon. On Hitbone, this is for you. Your sound is the entire song, Funky Raccoon. And then I'll get to the rest of the super chats, but this takes precedence at the moment. Hope that's okay with everyone. On Hitbone just gave me a $200 super chat. I think this is the biggest super chat I've ever gotten, actually. I feel like everything's gonna be okay, you know? I feel like I don't know. It just feels like... It just feels like... It just feels like a funky raccoon, you know? This is for you on Hitbone. I'm about to play Provo, We Made It. I'll F around, play the grandma song, Funky Raccoon, and Provo, We Made It. Yeah, I renamed it. Rip, I did it, bro. I'm about to shoot this. I didn't know it was gonna happen like this, you know? I didn't know things were gonna turn around, you know? I'm not emotional, I'm just saying, you know? Sometimes when the night is darkest, the light shines brightest. You know what I'm saying? Is that true? Nice W, Tony. You're winning, bro. You're doing it. I'm winning. Strong Tony. Strong Tony back in the building. Let me get a stretch going. Yeah, my hands are good size. I think the left one's a little small. We the best music. I honestly, no joke, that was a shock to the system. Like, I've gotten $100 super chats and you'll be like, yo! But 200, it went past, yo! And it was just like, You wiped my hard drive with that. Straight up. God bless you, Unhipbone. Thank you so much, man. Yo. What the heck? Yo. Man, I don't know.
Padilla
Oh
super
my
shattered
gosh.
$50. At the end of the day,
Freaking-
the day's got to end.
I can't keep up, yo. I can't keep up today. Yo, Arnaldo, and I was about to nail that name, just so you know. Arnaldo Padilla just gave me 50. All right, I gotta catch up on these chats. I gotta catch up on these super chats. Gorilla Biscuit just gifted. All right, here we go. Keep it together, Tony. I got this. All right, here we go. Arnaldo Padilla with the huge $50 super chat. At the end of the day's got to end. Here's your sound, buddy. That means you won a prize. That means you lost it. 5.8. I didn't know we did that with numbers or with money. Mongo Bloy with the 5. I'm early 20s, but time is flying by. 1 week feels like 2 days. I can't imagine what it's like past 40. You can't. I'm telling you. Here's your sound. Spleen Goblin says you are officially put on notice. I will be arriving tomorrow. Very foreboding. Thank you for the $9 Spleen Goblin. Here's your sound. Yeah, I think that's fitting. Reverse Massage says, don't worry, Teal. It's necessary to worry. Oh, a pun. Thank you for the 20 Reverse Massage. Here's your sound. Pleasant. Unhipbone with the fat $200 check. Here's your sound. Also pleasant. Gooster Mix said Teal with it. I don't think I hit him yet. So here's your sound, bro. And these are all Sonic 2 sounds from the game Sonic 2. Please cry for the audience. No, I'm not going to cry. I don't cry. I don't ever cry. Inglorious, welcome to the ops. Wow. This was a day changer. This is a day changer. I've been on the phone all day with tech support. And it was basically a UN meeting. I've met every race. I met every race in tech support today. I feel like a world traveler. I feel like a cultured man because I've interacted with all the colors of the menagerie today. Real men don't cry, they shart. Let's play Brontosaurus. Let's play Brontosaurus. I'm going to enjoy myself today. We're going to listen to music. I'm going to do some talking. I'm sure y'all will say something that'll get something to say out of me. Thank you everyone for being so freaking generous, man. Honestly, it means a lot to me. I don't know if I need a new computer. Can I be honest? I don't know. I know my computer's a decade old, but I don't know why this is happening to me. It could be the computer. And yeah, someone once said the way that I use OBS is going to burn my GPU, but I tried to do a stream without this and I felt naked. I felt like I was like, hey guys, here's my ball sack. Here's my butt crack. I'm not really into that. This is how I like my show to look. knee hurts, so I'm only dancing on this knee. I'm gonna do the entire song on one leg. Do you wanna watch? Here. Another day without sun or blue. Don't know what I should do. Remember when it would shine so bright and all almost fell. Became new. You didn't see me. This is hard. I do. They want the wind down on my neck, no sun above my head. They want the ground under my feet. I can't do it. I can't do it. It hurts too much. They want the stars out of my sky, nowhere to run and hide. They want it all in their control, no consent for the soul. I'll give them a hand if they say, I handed the soul to my foes. When all of the soul do I see, I don't think you feel it no more. I'll give them a hand if they say, I handed the soul to my foes. The cheap tip, I read that as I sharded and it worked. The soul do I see, I don't think you feel it no more. No coast, no quiet place where eyes don't go. But I know what they've done, and I hope, 'cause I remember the sun. Girlfriend on your arm, no evenings in the park. Don't want no children at your feet, no food for them to eat. Don't want no love inside your heart, no Jesus in your thought. They want you eating from their hand, no will to understand. Don't give them a hand if they say, yeah, but for how long, Mojo? My foes, when all of the soul do I see, I don't think you feel it no more. Don't give them a hand if they say, I handed the soul to my foes, when all of the soul do I see, I don't think you feel it no more. No love, no peace, no truth. Don't wanna try to comfort you, but I know what they've done, and I hope, 'cause I remember the sun. Kokoshuko Pango, Kokoshuko Papashango, Micronesia in the house. If you hear scratch that yike. Who here caught me on Rob Norris show yesterday? Let me tell you what happened afterwards. Are We Not Men hit me up, and he said this. He said, I know, he said, you did great for the first collab. Just relax more next time. What? And then he sent me a gif of Aladdin telling the genie to buzz off because the genie's a bee. And then the genie says, okay, fine, but remember, be yourself. That appealed to me because I feel like Aladdin a lot. But how am I not myself? How was I not myself? If I went full Hello Listener on the Rob Norris show, that would be jeopardizing Rob Norris show. I try not to jeopardize other people's shows. That's a rule I have. Yeah, I'm the wild guy. Oh, I'm the little wild card. Never know what Tony's going to say. But that's on my show. I don't want to jeopardize other people's shows. I don't want to jeopardize my show, but I can't help myself. But when I'm on other people's show, I make sure to behave myself, and I don't go like fed posts on their shows. I think that's important. It's a sign of respect, you know. I don't do it on Ortho Thugs. I don't do it when I'm on Jimmy's show. I don't do it whenever I'm on anybody's show. I don't want to hurt anybody else with my crazy words. You know? You feel like a young Arabian dude sometimes? Yeah, dude. I'm Aladdin on a carpet ride. Have you not heard? Fine, I'll show you. Did you not know? Fine, I'll make you know. I'll make you know right now. What's the song called? If I type Dread Assaults, what comes up? My song. Famous. Let me make myself little.
Godspeed to the echoes of night. Full action. Take me from a life.
That's me too, Oma. That's me too. Sometimes I look like a big fat guy with who's hairy. But lately I don't really enjoy food. I haven't had like food that I like lately. I don't know what's going on with me, but like everything I eat, I'm like, no, I don't like it. I think I'm over garlic, which is kind of weird as an Italian. I'm like not really digging garlic. I released this version, like with the video, 10 months ago. But that's not to say when it was made. I don't remember when it was made, you know? Let's see what else we got going on over here. I'm not eating with purpose. I think that might be true. I need to start thinking about food in a different way. I need to start thinking about food as like, this is what I have to eat for my life. I don't know. I'm changing. I'm just changing. I don't even know why. You like it as much as Whoosh? Nice. I hope to get the rest of these songs out. Right now, I got on the docket, I got Soft Album, Surplus, Chasm, and Dinosaur. Those 3 albums are very important to me, and I want to get them out there. But I'm having a hard time finishing stuff lately. It's hard to like balance everything. Yesterday, if I knew that it was the internet that was giving me problems and not my computer, instead of spending the day troubleshooting, I could have spent the day working on stuff for the debate night on Jim Bob's channel that we're working on and my album. But instead, I spent the whole day touring the globe. This isn't the song I want to find. I want to find that song that I was playing on Monday when everybody showed up. I don't know what it's called, but I think it's like just the most beautiful thing ever. I've been thinking about it since. Like, I just want to keep listening to it. Love you too, Oshuza. I had some notes about my show on Monday. I had some notes. I had some things I wanted to say about Monday. Maybe I'll go to the Vibes Immaculate zone. This spleen was made by Jason Scholl. This spleen brought to you by Jason Scholl. He says it's my biblically accurate spleen. It's a little freaky. It's got a bunch of eyeballs. I'm not comfortable with that many eyeballs personally. But beautiful drawing. And also my spleen had 2 other spleens growing off of it. Jason Scholl, can you update that with 2 more spleens growing off it, please? Thank you. Nah, I don't want to read this note. Here's the song. Charlie Spleen? I do have some stuff I wanted to show you guys. I made a folder for my own show of stuff that I want to look at on my show. Pretty cool. I did that. So here's that. How do I get those? Here's one of them.
My name is Richard Kerr.
Let's not start there. That guy deleted the thing I wanted to show you. Oh, here. I found just this random Unitarian Universal video that showed up on my feed. It had like 28 views, and I looked at it, and I looked at the guy. I didn't know it was Unitarian. I just looked at the guy, and I was immediately like, I know everything about this man. And then it turned out I was right. Here, look at this guy. I'm not judging him, but you know everything about him, right? When you see him, don't you know? Don't you know all there is to know about him? Anyway, as it went on, he told me he was Unitarian.
Good morning. My name is Bruce, and I use the pronouns he and him. In Unitarian
Off to a bad start. Off to a bad start.
Universalism, we have not traditionally been people who practice elaborate communal rituals or ceremonies. But whenever we do gather in community at All Peoples, we have at least one ritual that we do together, and that is the lighting of our chalice. Kindling this flame is a way of summoning us into sacred space, time made special by our presence. So right now, as
it's made special by our presence,
light our chalice here, I invite you into a spirit of holiness and reflection. May this flame remind us of that little spark of God that glows within each and all. May it be the fire of justice that ignites us to seek liberation when injustice rules, the warmth of compassion when the chill of indifference surrounds, the blaze of beauty and blessing found in every face, in every place, in our shared humanity. May we carry this light with us into the minutes and the hours and the days ahead. So may it be, and amen.
Wait, before we get to that, I imagine going through like a spiritual crisis, being in your darkest moment. I'm broski, but I love you, Tony. Oh, thank you, the Cheap Chimp. I love you too, broski.
$5. Imbroski, but I love you, Tony. Heart suit emoji. Heart suit emoji. Heart suit emoji.
Heart suit emoji? Heart suit emoji? Here's your sound. Imagine you're in a spiritual crisis. You feel the darkness of the world upon you and you're wondering what it all means. And this is your guy. Oh, not that, it's all good, but I would go deeper. I would say, oh, there is no God. I would say, oh, it's all meaningless. I feel bad when I watch this guy talk about Unitarian Universalism. It makes me feel like I feel a darkness. And this isn't a judgment of him. I'm really trying not to judge people because, anyone who judges anyone is a hypocrite, says Father Spiriton. I've been thinking about that. Anyone who judges anyone is a hypocrite. And Christ says, judge not lest ye be judged. That doesn't mean we don't call out evil, though. So I'm trying to be careful. But I get a freaky feeling. I get a freaky feeling from this guy. From his haircut, from his blue shirt, from his smile, from his Unitarian, from his Universalism. I left a comment. Go to liturgy. So I did my part. Is hypocrite bad? Yes, hypocrite is bad. Hypocrite is bad. Unfortunately, all of us are hypocrites in one way or another. That's why it's so crazy, when Protestants talk about faith alone, grace alone, nothing you do. And it's like, yeah, obviously, what, you think we could get there ourselves? You think we think we're good? You freaking vagabond? You silly miscreant. Yeah, obviously. Obviously, it's God's grace that saves us. You think we got there because of our works? You idiot. You freaking moron. Sorry, but I'm serious. Of course that. But that doesn't mean we don't do works. Faith without works is dead. The only time faith without works is in the Bible is when the brother of Christ is saying it's dead. Sorry. Let's watch this guy review a double Whopper with cheese.
This video went to Burger King.
He seems cute and cuddly now, but wait till EBT goes away.
With cheese.
He looks like a giant baby. He's very lovable. I love him. I love him, but that doesn't mean he's not capable of great destruction. Look, people talk about food stamp fraud. Yo, I used to be on food stamps in Philly. I could buy cigarettes with food stamps. In Philly, you want to talk about, people talk about selling plates. You know? In the hood, you could sell plates. And what that means is you take your food stamps, you go to the store, then you make like mac and cheese, chicken wings, and collard greens, sometimes something else, but always mac and cheese and chicken wings. And you sell plates. And there's entire Facebook groups dedicated to selling plates. And people are like, oh my gosh, they're using food stamps for profit. And it's like, you don't know the half. I've ordered pizza with food stamps. In Philly, I could call a pizza place and have them deliver me whatever I wanted, and they say, how you paying? And I say EBT. I could go to the corner store and I could go, let me get a pack of Newports because I was different. And they say, how you paying? I say EBT. Don't incriminate yourself? Yeah, but it was all a lie. All right, here. So now I didn't.
Quick video. It's a review that Whopper with cheese.
I think he's lovable.
You see it?
I see it.
Lettuce, tomatoes, onions. I think I'm pickles somewhere.
Black.
Yeah.
You were black, Tony. I've never been black. Again, I'm not judging this guy. I don't judge people with blue shirts. Not the last guy, not this guy. But I would not like to be in a two-man cell with this guy while he's eating a Whopper and looking at me like this. Oh, gosh. Doesn't that put it in context? Honestly, that puts it in context. If we're being real, it puts it in context. All of a sudden, he doesn't seem so cute and innocent. Sorry, I can't do this. I'm a bad person. I shouldn't do a show. I shouldn't have a show. I'm evil.
You tired of listening to music's like the equivalent of eating a mayonnaise sandwich? Why don't you get yourself a big New York sausage hot dog?
Why don't you get yourself a New York hot dog? Why don't you get yourself a hot dog sandwich? Why don't you come on over here?
GlossonStreetRecords.bandcamp.com. GlossonStreetRecords.bandcamp.com.
You tired of making bad decisions all your life? Why don't you make one good decision once in your life and buy my freaking music? Why don't you go ahead and go buy my music? Why don't you buy my decision once? Why Why don't you go ahead and go buy my music right now, huh? Buy my stupid music, alright, jerk? What are you, polyamorous? Buy my music. Come buy my music. Hey, come on, click the link, go to the sink, take a drink. We got a CDs and tapes of it. Buy that stink, cause you know it's stinky, cause we get funky over here, people. And I ain't no funky monkey, man. Colossal Squid Records, Bandcamp.com. Yeah, you can listen to it on iTunes. Yeah, you can listen to it on iTunes. You can listen to it on Rhapsody? Do I look like a swarthy gentleman from the South? Or do I look like a Sicilian scam artist? Hey, I'm just keeping it real. I'm just like you. Hey guys, you want to support my stream? Come on back, buy my music. It's nothing but pressure, and it's no pressure. Just come and do it. Then put it in your... Of people eating. 31 minutes left to hit the goal. Guys. I'm tired of grifting. Hit it or don't. I like you either way. Remember, this is free. This is free.
At Austin D'Italio 6.
Maybe Unhitbone is influences to a degree. I'm like, guys, don't worry about it. Hit it or don't. Maybe if I didn't get a $200 super chat from Unhitbone, I wouldn't be so lax. Maybe I'd be yelling. Because we set goals and we achieve them out here. I haven't spent my whole life a drag of society. Demoralized and broken. No. We get it done. Austin D'Italio, we get it done. Unhitbone, we get it done. Here's your sounds. Austin, this one's for you.
Unhitbone super chatted $5.
Unhip, this is for you. That one was great. Yeah, so I've been really thinking about this judgment thing. I don't want to judge people. And it's like, that's kind of everything. On Monday, I got mad at people. I almost said gossipy type things. Yo, there's a freaking pull to the entire internet. I guess there's a pull to the entire world towards the darkness. It's hard. And people already got targets on me. People already got me in their sights. There's people who don't want me to be out here. And that's the freaky thing, is because they care that much. They care that much that they want me to go away. That's freaky. I'll tease you, but I'm not trying to destroy you. What am I, vindictive? No. I don't think I am. As I said on Monday, I'm of the leave me alone sort. I walk away and never seek revenge. Not because I'm good, because I understand what revenge is. I understand that revenge is endless. It never goes away. It just turns into more revenge. It's just a math problem. You can't have a little bit of revenge. You have to have 100% complete revenge. Otherwise, you're gonna get yours too. I learned that in the streets. I also learned to shut my mouth in the streets. A lot of people are lax with their lips. I noticed. I don't know. Whenever I start talking out of pocket, I get a little, there's a part of me that's like, Tony, stop. It's real out here in these streets. Stop. It doesn't end in words. It ends in gunshot blasts. You gotta be careful. Hey, I worked on the Rachel Gunn song. I was able to recover some of the files. That was my song about Rachel Gunn. I make songs about Rachel Gunn. Revenge is a mountain of bodies. Bars. Bars de Tulio, they call them. Maria said, sent you a few things on Twitter. All right, I'm going to play Rachel Gunn and I'm going to see what Maria sent me. I'm not saying this song is good. I'm saying I recovered this song. That's all I'm saying.
You're so venomous with those you love, but not with us, because you get the facade. No need to know until it's time. My loved ones, they're seeing me. No pretense, no refrain. They know they can trust me to do what must be done.
Okay, that is interesting. FBI blocks Tulsi Gabbard's office from investigating whether a foreign power was involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination. That is interesting. Why would they do that? Why? Probably because it's just for sure not a thing. They probably did it because for sure it wasn't a foreign power. They probably blocked it because for sure it wasn't a foreign power, and they're like, oh, we don't want to waste resources. The FBI hates wasting resources. Because of Doge. Because of Elon Musk, who married Grimes, who's Jewish. Sheldon Adelson, who's that guy who squirted him with a hose? Who does he answer to? Oh, the one that they all do? Yeah, that's interesting. I will say that is very interesting news. But it's probably nothing. They probably just didn't want to waste government resources. They don't like wasting government. They don't like wasting taxpayer money on frivolous things. Two Muslim doctors have been performing illegal surgeries on young girls in Minnesota as part of Shia Muslim religious practices. Let's listen to this song.
They don't know venomous. I'm playing nice because I trust.
Yeah, Jason. We all knew immediately. Do you guys remember my 9/11? All my dogs were born on 9/11, by the way. All my dogs were born on 9/11. That stream, the day after Charlie was shot, what was the first thing I said? We know what happened. Everybody in the world knows what happened. We all know what happened with JFK. We all know what happened with 9/11. We're pretty sure we know what Epstein... I think Epstein's still alive. But people don't want to go that far. But I think he's still alive. It's not that hard to just be still alive. It's not that hard for someone like that to not die. Uh-oh, she sent me something else.
It's from Vigo in the Discord.
What?
It's from Vigo. He made that, I think.
Wait, send that to my Twitter, Maria. All right, I'll show you guys what Vigo made. Yeah, it is obvious.
And it's divine, no need to move until it's time. But if you had to choose two among the fools, would you choose a stranger or choose your own? Same principle when you meet your foes. What you gonna do when the fairy tale's over? The room filling up with lightning bolts. Everybody shocked when they get struck. Ooh, if you Yeah, my rhythm too fly. Mean vocal fray, make everything stop. Going all day, you can hit the block. You can make them pay. Don't fantasize, nigga, stay in your lane. The room filling up with lightning bolts. Everybody shocked when they get struck. Ooh, if you don't know what I'm saying, maybe you should stop playing. If you don't know what I'm doing, maybe you should stop moving. Playtime's over, don't make me repeat myself. I don't rap, I'm just hoping that it helps. I know where the line in the sand is and no one else. I do all of it myself, rate your gun until they melt. Bang. 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 Everybody shocked when they get struck. Ooh, if you don't know what I'm saying, maybe you should stop playing. If you don't know what I'm doing, maybe you should stop moving.
So that's kind of fun. I couldn't get some of the original vocals, but I like kind of restored it to where it was. Venezuelan illegals in Chicago are apparently getting all their expenses paid for by taxpayers. $15,000 in food stamps, $5,000 in cash, 6 months free rent, priority on Section 8 housing list. Real quick, I gotta check something. All right, the guy that burned the lady alive on the train was Guatemalan. Distinct from Venezuelans. No harm, no foul. Is this the type of country you guys want to live in forever? Do you guys want to do this forever? Do you guys want to do this forever, or you want to live in a country where people are allowed to make rules? Where people who actually are connected to us make the rules for our country? I was talking to Rob, my good friend Rob, about this yesterday, and people are constantly afraid of monarchy because they don't want tyranny. And it's like, what do you think this is? What do you think this is? I want Neo-Byzantium. That's what I want. I hope you guys do too. I hope you guys do too. I hope you guys do too. All right, let's play something else. This is called Energy. I don't like that name. I think this is going to suck. I think this is going to suck. You know, when you have a king, when you have a czar, and you have a country, and that country identifies itself by its religion, by its shared culture, a lot of this BS just kind of filters out because there's no room for it, because we don't tolerate it. There is no liberal pluralism. We don't say, oh, well, you think that's right and that's wrong, and so we have to respect that. Why would I respect your false morality? Why would I respect it? There's no reason to respect the false morality. There's one morality. You got to be rooted in the truth. And then all of a sudden, all this pluralism makes zero sense. Liberal pluralism allows Hmong people to rape their own children. Don't forget that. We have cases up here in Alaska where a man rapes his own daughter. And because he's a Hmong person, they don't convict him because they say it's part of his culture. Never mind gay marriage, adopting kids. Never mind the black crime rate. The black crime rate isn't a problem if criminals get punished. That's not a problem. If we're all to adhere to the same system, this is tyranny. This is anarcho-tyranny. Anarcho-tyranny is where the only people who the laws apply to are the people trying to obey the law. You know, I was watching Fleckus Talks. I recommend everybody check out Fleckus Talks occasionally. I like how they go into things. Doesn't suck yet. Do I not have a Cara Dye sweatshirt? I'll make one. Snagglebeast. Where were you? I need you. I need an internet man to fix my life, dude. Things are so messed up over here internet-wise. Does Fleck use a spoon still? I don't know about that. What I do know, here's what I remember about Fleckus and what really, like, I was like, I like this show, was after the whole COVID thing, they, for about 2 years, after the whole shot thing, for 2 years, they started documenting all the articles that made up ways that people can get, what was it, myocarditis? All of a sudden, for the next 2 to 3 years, article after article, oh, huge myocarditis outbreak because of running too fast. And they just started making up all these reasons why this was happening. And Fleckus, for like years, documented, here's what causes myocarditis now. And they just went through it. And it was crazy. It was insane to watch. It was absolutely insane to watch. It was suddenly a myocarditis epidemic. And it happens from running too fast. Some of the reasons were like insane. But yeah. I was checking him out yesterday and he was talking about the food stamp situation. The EBT situation, the Section 8 situation. And black people talking about how they're going to start robbing and stuff like that if they don't get their food stamps. And there's all these videos of people saying, you owe us that money. You owe us your tax dollars and stuff like that. And if you don't get it, we're going to find another way to get it from you. It's not a country. That's not a country.
YouTube won't let me super chat this. Anthony Westgate had an excellent convo with Justino Carnero. This should hopefully settle any ambiguity regarding technocratic one world order. They deep dive into the esoteric history every single time.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've gotten pretty deep into it, from the Zohar to the Talmud to what's it called? To even the Reformation had had Kabbalah behind it. In some of what's his name's writings, Martin Luther said that he would mention how this verse is true Kabbalah. What an odd word to use. Why would you say something like that? Also, Sabbatai Zevi, who converted half the Jewish world into thinking that the way to bring the Messiah was to do the opposite of what the Bible says, which was followed by Frankism. Is it Frankism or Jacobism? No, Frankism, which was followed by Frankism. These things, I mean, it goes back. It's a very simple equation. And that's why they spend millions upon millions of dollars making sure you don't see it. You can see their hand behind everything that's going on, whether it's Ukraine, whether it's the housing crisis, whether it's BlackRock buying up all the houses. I mean, no matter what it is, the 1965 Immigration Act that plunged this country into chaos where nobody knows who they are, nobody has a culture, and white men are the only shared identity is hating white people. They're behind that. And they tricked the people into passing it. The people didn't want it. There was so much pushback against it, and they assured us that it wouldn't turn into what it is now.
At Austin D'Italio 6,682
But again, you got to know the codes.
$5.
Not all religions are equal. Thank you, Austin D'Italio. Not all religions are equal. If your religion says that you can lie to people if they're outside of your group, well, then you have no reason to talk to them. You have no reason to take anything they say seriously. None whatsoever. That's why people stick with their own. They stick with their own people. They stick with people who they can. There's nothing that holds us together whatsoever. There's nothing. Literally nothing. The thing that holds us together is orthodoxy. We follow the true faith. We know what's right. We know what's wrong, and we struggle to do well. But nobody else is doing that. Everybody else at best is ecumenist and thinks that all these freaking satanic orders are just other religions. And we have similarities to them. At worst, they're openly hostile to goodness itself. We're not going to have what we need until we have Neo-Byzantium, until we have an Orthodox country. That's the only solution. There is no other solution. And until we get that, we die and we suffer as martyrs. That's it. There is nothing else. There's nothing else. So we'll either be the ones who see it come to fruition, or we will be the blood in the soil that it grows from. That's it. Me, I happen to think that the blood was already spilt in the 20th century. I believe the 20th century, the main goal was to kill Orthodox Christians. That's what I think. The secondary goal was to kill all white people, to get them to kill each other. We have a nation of saints. We have St. John of San Francisco. We have St. Herman. We have St. Tikhon, St. Peter the Aleut, St. Olga, St. Seraphim Rose. That's ours. That's our saint. You know? I don't think God would give us all these saints if he didn't have a plan for this country. Let me check these real quick. Thank you, Austin D'Italio, for the 5. Here's your sound. Wait, where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Guys, are we getting this goal or not? Let me check real quick. I'm scared. I'm scared to look. I'm scared to look. I'm scared to look. I'm scared. Oh, gosh, please. For the 5, here's your sound. 7 minutes to get 8 super chats. I don't know if that's going to happen. All right. A Panini with the 4. YouTube won't let me super chat this. Anthony Westgate had an excellent convo with Justino Carnero. This should hopefully settle any ambiguity regarding technocratic one world order. He put those parentheses. They deep dive into the esoteric history every single time. Every single time. That's one of our dog whistles. It's one of our famous dog whistles. Here you go, A Panini. Ooh, apropos. Thank you, Breezin, for the 5. Here's your sound.
Unhit Bone super chatted $5.
Unhit Bone with a 5. Here's your sound. Ooh, that's when you drown. And here's an Unhit Bone to another one. And so is Susan Griffith. Here's your sound. Well, it looks like we might get this final push. We're pretty close. Hold on. We're pretty close. We got 5 left. We got 5 left and 5 minutes. I already hit you, Susan. Thank you, Susan. Let's open up another song. I'm just going through my substantial folder, seeing what I saved over here. I don't know if any of it's good. It might be embarrassing. But we're taking it easy today. Your boy's been through a lot. I'm in a blanket. I'm shaking. You guys, that's me today. Me today, I'm like this. I'm in a blanket. Hold on, let me get a blanket. I'm like this. I'm like this. I'm little. Yeah, Snagglebeast, I need your help, bro. All right, let's see what this is. If y'all want to hit that goal, you can. Anthony of Westgate. I don't know a lot of these people, but I'll check them out. Let me type them into my thing and try not to forget that I did that.
382 super chatted $2. Do a collab with Anthony of Westgate PLS.
The Reversion. Is he Orthodox?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'll talk to him. Rob said he's going to go to liturgy. Guys, stand back and stand by. Rob said he's going to go to liturgy. I tried not to beat him over the head. Thank you, Jason Scholl. Here's your sound, Dustin. Here's your sound, Jason.
945 super
Oh, I like that one.
$5.
I like that one. That's a pleasant noise. Put that on top of a kick. Hold on, real quick. Put that on top of a kick. Got yourself a fun little kick, I think. In my opinion. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I'm right. I think I am. Unhit Bone with another 5. Unhit Bone, you're the breath in my lungs. You're the wind beneath my wings. Unhit Bone, God bless you. Unhit Bone. Here's your sound. I apologize that your sound didn't match your value. I apologize for that, but that's on Sonic 2. That's not on me. That's on Sonic 2. It doesn't say Sonic 2 bad sound. It just says Sonic 2 and then a number. Here you go, feller. Thank you, Vigo. Here's your sound.
Pavian super chatted $1.99. Here you go, feller 07.
Feller. That was a funny bit. Dang, I wish we could watch the replay. I like seeing how good I did. Or bad. I like checking to see if I did a good job. Are We Not Men said, he said, be yourself. Was I not myself? Are we not men? What did you mean by that, brother? We got 1 minute. No, 1 minute and 40 seconds to get 3 super chats. In the meantime, I'm going to be turning this into a kick. Did I do that twice? It's not that hard to still be alive.
Suzanne Griffith super chatted $4.99. It's not that hard to still be alive.
Here's your sound. That's when he gets a bubble. Vigo with another 5. We are close. Here's your sound. We got 1 minute. We need, I think, 1. We need 1. Yo, y'all blessing me today. Thank you.
$4.99.
We did it. We did it.
Forgot about
we did it. You guys want to see some puppies or no? Here's your sound on Hip Bone. Y'all want to see some puppies? Real quick. Maria, give me a dang puppy.
Hip Bone super chatted $5.
I got here's the sound for when we hit a goal. Maybe this. No, I want that ba 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 ba.
Hello?
I can't stop. What?
Can you turn the camera off?
Okay.
Maybe Emma Bino super chatted $2. Give me my sound.
It's Boondock.
He's gotten so freaking big and
Freaking guy is humongous now. Get ready, yo. Oh my gosh, you smell, dude. You are freaking huge. All right, here's your sound. Maybe, maybe not. Pretty good. Look at that. Look at that. You smell, dude. What have you been doing, bro? Oh. Oh, the guy in the chicken coop? You stinky, dude. I don't even feel connected to you no more, dude. I don't even feel connected to you. You know that? You know that? I don't love you. I don't love you. You smell like fish. I don't love you. I hate you. Oh, I love you. You're a good dog. Yeah, I'd say this is the biggest one. This is Boondock. At the auction, I hold them like this. That's dang near 15 pounds already. 8 weeks, 15 pounds.
So he's 7 weeks.
Huh?
7 weeks.
7 weeks, 15 pounds. That's a big boy. He's ashamed of how bad he smells. Now I smell bad. I smell bad because I touched you. Did you know that? I'm talking to you. Do you hear me? Hello, do you love me? You're not giving me anything. Do you like me? Boondock, do you like me? Boondock, do you like me? Boondock, do you like me? Hello? Can't wait to sell these things. I'm going to sell you. If you don't like me, I'm going to sell you. I'm going to sell you at Walmart. Let me get this stinky thing away from me. Don't look at my butt crack.
Oh, he's so cute.
Well, y'all hit the heck out of that goal. Thank you so much. Y'all blessed me today. That's for dang sure. I appreciate it very muchly. I want to do so good for you guys. I want to do so good for you. I'll be out here thinking thoughts for y'all. I think thoughts for you. It's not in my nature to think, but I do it for you guys because I love you. Oh, great. Here comes Wolf. Come here, Wolf. Let me show you Wolf. biggest boy ever made. He's the biggest boy ever made. Mwah. Mwah. What? What? What's that? What? What do you mean? What? What are you saying? What? What do you mean? All right. I always thought I looked like Fleckus too. I think we're the same species. Same admixture. That's my best boy. He's the only one I actually love. He's the only one I love. All right, let me put a kick under this real quick. See if that does the thing I need it. That's the exact kick I want. You stupid jerk off. Here we go. Hold on. I think with a kick under this, it'll be a great sound. Hi, Jimmy. Hi, Jimmy. Thank you for rating me, Dad. I almost can ride my bike without training wheels now. Not quite, but I think soon I'll be able to. Baby dragon tail hitting a trampoline. Thank you. So here's what I'm going to do with that. Ugh. No. 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 Yeah. There we go. No. 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 Make that into a song? Well, you guys will get bored if I make a song right now. You guys will get bored. I don't want to bore you. All right, I'll start making this, but type bored if it gets boring and I'll stop. I want a lot of this sound. I want this to be the whole thing. Ooh. I don't actually know how to make music. Sorry. Let me go back in my folder. I want to listen to this song that I was opening. I'll save this and I'll do it off stream. I don't really like making music in front of you guys anymore. I think it's too boring. Sonic. Jimmy, when we doing Ortho Thugs tomorrow? We're doing it early, right? He's already gone. Dire wave. Dire wave. Dire wave. Dire wave. Dire wave. Dire wave. Bucephalus? Make an Aphex Twins song? Is that what that is? Got a lot of legends in the chat, I'm noticing. I'm so glad that I'm able to stream right now. I've only have 5% drop frames. Not perfect, but I'm glad I got something. Dire wave. Dire wave. Dire wave. Dire wave. Dire wave. This is my collab with Jay Dyer. Dire wave. Dire wave. Let me stop ruining my music.
Return to the place where I saw you last. I don't like to tell them about my past. I would rather fail than succeed because of that. Everything changed on the day of that crash. I cannot stop hearing the sound of you gasp. I'm tired of remembering you like that. I'm not allowed to think about you. I don't know how to think about you.
Provo! We got Provo, we got Jimmy.
I don't care what the rest of them think. Every second since I've been at the brink. World could disappear and I barely blink. Nobody can hurt me like I did. That's why I don't really care what happens. I'm trying to live, they just think I'm unhinged.
Why Are You So Gay song?
I'm not allowed to think about you.
Ooh, let's play that. Let's play the gay song.
I don't know how to think about you.
I tried to have a rap battle with Rob Noor. He said next time. Everybody's telling me he can rap, and he's like, you can rap? And I was like, yeah, I'm the greatest. I'm actually like a legendary rapper. I'm one of the greatest rappers of my generation. I should put myself on the top of that shirt. I should remake the white rapper shirt and put me on top of it. What a silly thing to not have even done. Me with the other legends of rap. Kid Rock. Macklemore. Little Xan. Slim Jesus. Kevin Federline. Here's a song about gay. Mr. Video is actually a great rapper. It kind of ruins the shirt if I put him on it. Yeah, I'm the humblest.
Digging up my treasure cause it's time to play. Don't wanna let them get to me. Top bombing, gotta squint his gaze. So profane when I see their face. So cool with the little games. I don't wanna win, you respect the fame. Act of humanity for shame. You could call me the Reaper. Hey, you forgot my name. No, I'm not a clown, no, I'm not Cobain. Man, more akin to a dragon slain. Gathering the strength to return again. To the world I hate. Had a few decades to contemplate. Now I know what I say. Should I say it with flames? Looking over those hills. It's a beautiful summer. I feel myself start to rise. I feel alright. How could anything touch me? I'm overwhelmed with love. Dark clouds burning out. I'll never fall again.
Yeah, I know. That was very regrettable.
Open up my front door. Disagree with that sound, but it doesn't register. I'm still profound. But as I close on the difference, I hear the salmon call. There's no way up. Get your flesh ripped off.
Needs a little work. It starts being not that good there. I'll work on it one day, probably. Do you believe me? Do you believe me? You missed Provo's old YouTube videos when you were on Rob. I know. What am I supposed to do, man? I don't know how to. I have a song that I was starting to make that was like kind of a country song. It goes, "It's hard to make everything fit." Let me play that in a second. Thank you, Metal Stalfos. I'm gonna give you a sound in one moment, broski.
At Super Shattered $10, this song is
I'm
amazing.
hanging out for another hour, just so you know. And no more goals. Y'all bless me. I don't need no more goals. I feel very blessed and I'm thankful. I feel very thankful to you. I have a thankfulness in my heart. Thank you. Let me give you a sound in one moment. The gay song is banging No Diddy. No Diddy on Farquad. Doot 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 doot. Six, 7. And I don't care. I like saying it. I don't care. Here's your sound, Metal Stalfos. Get ready. That was called the Mexico kick. Literally. Very fitting. Moldy Apple, long time no see.
Get good at not getting what you want. Get good at watching others succeed. Get good at not lamenting your loss. Get good at learning what you don't need. Every good thing comes at a cost. Nothing in this world is what it seems. Feels bad to know the things that you've lost. It feels bad to give up on your dreams. Get good at watching things turn bad. Get good at saying nothing with your eyes. Get good at trying not to look sad. Staying straight though you feel yourself die. In the dust, in the clouds, in the light. Learn to live off what little you get. I can see you with what's left of my eyes. You're the only thing that
Thanks,
I have
man.
left. I don't know if I know what I mean. I'm a child running into your arms. Reach down and pick me up. I'm another lost sheep. Gotta come and find me again. 'Cause I don't know what I mean.
Wow.
But my mouth's still moving. Get good at knowing that you're not the best. Get good at knowing that you're gonna die. Get good at knowing that you're not good. Get good at understanding why. Get good at not complaining at all. Get good at capturing every thought. Get good at praying to God. Trust in Him and don't worry at all. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, oh, oh. Ooh, ooh. I don't know if I know what I mean. I'm a child running into your arms. Reach down and pick me up. I'm another lost sheep. Gotta come and find me again. 'Cause I don't know what I mean. But my mouth's still moving.
Yo, I love that. I love that. That was right there. That was right there the whole time. It never moved. It never budged, bro. It never budged. That's nice. It never budged. That song stood its ground. You know what I mean? Yeah, that bass is crazy. I don't know if a lot of you are getting that bass. That's pretty deep. How low is that? Let me see how low that bass is real quick.
Get good at watching things turn bad. Get good at saying nothing with your eyes. Get good at trying not to look sad. Staying straight though you
That's
feel
between
yourself
60
die.
and
In the dust, in the clouds, in the
30 hertz.
Learn.
Yeah, a lot of you aren't even going to be able to hear that unless you have a decent system. All right, now I got to find that It's Hard to Make Everything Fit song. I think Jimmy would like this song. I never worked on it. But I always had like a nice idea for it and where I wanted to go with it. Kind of like a country twang type deal. Everything? I don't know what I named it. I'm so freaking bad at this. Ah, here it is. I literally named it It's Hard to Make Everything Fit.
It's hard to make up.
Sorry about the breathing.
It's hard to make everything fit. It's weird when you turn and realize the day's done and there's only enough time to sleep and you must. It's hard to make everything fit. The day was supposed to be perfect this time, but I've run out of time. Yeah, I've run out of time again. Said everything was going perfectly fine, but I've run out of time. Yeah, I've run out of time again. Well, that's why I didn't finish it. What the attention deficit disorder is this? Why did I do that? Okay, so I just sabotaged the whole thing. What's this up here? I just sabotaged it. Pure sabotage. I'm a saboteur. I didn't save that either. I didn't save that. I gotta save it so I can do it for real. I'm gonna make this song for real because I really like where it can go. I wish I had more things to say to you guys. Truly. Maybe one of you can give me something to talk about. What up, Ancient? Good to see you, man. What up, Goonie? What up, Goonie? This is called Fat Nuh. I don't know what it is. I used to do a lot of shows like this back in the day where I would just go through and see what's in my folders. And we would listen together, and sometimes people would remember songs that they liked from my folders and request them on shows over. I haven't done it in a while because I organized the one folder. I have another folder that I want to organize, but some of the songs are so embarrassing in it that I always get sad halfway through. And I can't do it no more. Talk about art. Talk about art. I mean, I have my ideas of art. I said to Jimmy on the show, you can't teach art. And Jimmy said, what kind of teaching is that? And I said, clock out, Jimmy. Punch out. Punch out. You don't have to debate all day. What kind of teaching is that? That's like the right-wing equivalent of what's that called? Like a stopping phrase. Back in the day in 2016, you would have stopping phrases. It would stop you dead in your tracks. Someone would say, yeah, it's Ableton. Someone would say something like,
Nobody, we are super chatted $10. Hey, you're one of my favorite streamers for just chilling.
Thank you, man. I'm going to give you a big old sound. Here it is. Sorry to play you, I don't know, the end of a David Lynch movie there. What was I saying? There's stop words back in the day. Racist was one of them. People would call you a racist, and all of a sudden it stops you dead in your tracks. You think you're having a normal discussion, and somebody whips out the racist word. It doesn't work anymore. But back in the day, it was very effective. It would stop me dead in my tracks. Someone would say, that's racist. That's a white supremacist dog whistle. You're a nationalist. Nationalist used to be a scary word to me. But nationalism is not a bad word. But these sorts of words, they would stop conversation. So you would be trying to have a conversation and someone would say, that, And then all of a sudden, bam, conversation over. Now you're retreating. Now you have to play defense. Now you're not having a conversation. Now you're explaining yourself. Now you're making excuses. Now you have to prove that you're not what you've been accused of. Everything goes out the window. But there's another version of this. I think. I'm still trying to figure it out. And it is when Jimmy said to me, when I said you can't teach art, and he said, what kind of teaching is that? That shut my brain right down. My brain just turned into a pile of dookie in that moment. I didn't know what to say back. I still don't. I hated it. The flow of conversation ends, and I'm just sitting there trying to wrestle with this mental conundrum he's handed me. What kind of teaching is that? I'm not a teacher, so I got to get that out the way in the first place. In no way am I a teacher. I wouldn't want to be. A teacher is held to a much higher standard, and they'll be judged for it. I'm just a guy who's saying stuff. Take it or leave it. I'm a guy who's saying stuff. I have immunity because I'm just a guy who's saying stuff. But anyway, I don't think you can be taught art. Art is either some sort of thing that is an obsession, or you probably don't have it. It's like any institution. Any institution. You've heard the phrase, an institution is the elongated shadow of a single individual. It's like that. If somebody's teaching you art, they're not teaching you art. They're teaching you what they think art is. They're teaching you what's been art previously. That's what they're teaching you. But in my opinion, art is an amalgamation of things. Art comes from a million different places. And you don't have to sit there and learn the standards in order to be an artist. What you need to do is be driven to create. And you're going to suck at it for a long time. But if you keep going, eventually you get amazing at it. But you won't keep going if you're not obsessed. There's only one thing that makes a true artist, and that's obsession. It's not a brilliant mind. It's not anything. It's just obsession. I need this. I don't know why. I need this. I don't know why. I think I know why now. The things of my life have made it so art is my refuge. And so I became immersed in a world of my own creation because the world around me was crumbling before my eyes and I couldn't handle it. And that, I think, is all that makes an artist. In the modern sense, I don't know how much of that is enlightenment values. I don't know how much of that is BS, you know? Because I think back in the day, artists were iconographers and hymn writers. And ultimately, I think art should be pointing towards something greater than ourselves, which is why I hate all modern art. Everything that everyone makes. I hate it. Because all they do is point to the darkness and revel in it. It's desperately trying to drag you down to hell. When what art should be doing is pointing you towards something greater. It's not a bad thing to struggle. But the art of the modern world is not a struggle. You can talk about the struggle. You can talk about the darkness. You can talk about your struggle with it. But these people revel in it. These people want the darkness. Their passion is their king. Their passions are their kings. They have as many masters as they have passions. And instead of fighting against it, they've somehow found it in their hearts to be who they are. This goes back to what I was saying earlier in the show, is that most people don't realize that they're surrounded by people who do not have a code. They do not have a morality. They only have their passions and what they want. And you can see it in the music, you can see it in the entertainment, you can see it in the art. It's a terrifying thing when the scales fall from your eyes and you realize that you're surrounded by psychopaths.
At Isus Zero LF98 Super Shattered $4.95. I finally have an online job in my area of expertise, and so here's a treat from me, because I can finally pay from my wallet.
Thank you, Ice Wolf. I appreciate you, broski. Here's your sound. Little sound. It's a little sound. Thank you, Justin. Well, I'll tell you what, my music was not compatible with the world. I can't tell you how many times I thought I was about to succeed, and then just the doors shut in my face. I can't tell you how many times that's happened. I was almost signed to Warp Records. I know I've talked about it. It's not something I'm like, it is what it is. 1-0 Tricks Point never technically has the life I thought I was going to have. I thought I was going to have the life that 1-0 Tricks Point never has. He's the guy who made Echo Jams, among other things. I think he's a very talented artist. He's made some stuff that I think is brilliant. He got signed to Warp. He went where I thought I was going. I had Warp emailing me. We were talking. They liked what I was doing. And then the CEO quit, moved back to the UK, and they dropped me like a sack of dookie. When doors close, just open them again. That's what doors do. That's real. That's real. But what finally happened to me after having so many doors shut in my face, the Colossal Squid record launch, the Colossal Squid Records label launch, huge deal. At least in my life. Not in a grand scheme of things, you know. But for me, it was a big deal. You go freer, Ancient. You go freer. You go save her. Go save Marilyn, Ancient. Dang, that distracted me. I'm trying to talk about stuff. Get that nonsense out of here, broski. I'm turning off chat. I was trying to talk. I'm turning off chat. I'm going away. All right, so what I was saying was, let me play this song. Let me gather my thoughts.
What you mean? Mona Lisa, I finally found a friend. They wanna know more, but I wanna say less. Mona Lisa, I'm just a burden to them. Mona Lisa, got no good thoughts today. I heard someone if I communicate. Mona Lisa, I don't know what to say.
I'm stealing JB's steez right now. Forgive me, JB. It was too good. I'm stealing it.
Mona Lisa, they're putting up with me.
That's you want to fight, Ancient?
Mona Lisa, a thimble full of peace is all that I ask, just to make the thoughts leave. Mona Lisa, I find it hard to breathe. Don't wanna see no more what you mean, what you want. Somebody you'll get hurt. I talk for way too long and they won't tell me to shut up. But I know I'm good. I'm looking for a fight. They're just being polite.
All right. Uh-oh, frame rate. Frames. 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 Okay. Apropos song. Mona Lisa. Reminds me of that art. All right. I'm just trying to illustrate something here. Allow me. So what happened with the Colossal Squid Records label launch? It was a pretty big show. I had multiple artists on the label. We had a huge lineup. We had all the artists play their songs. The place was packed to the gills. We had people coming from out of state. My friend from Philly. What was his name, Maria? The guy from Philly who designed the shirts for the show?
Oh, was it something like Ancient Press or?
I feel bad, I can't remember his name, but he came from Philly and made a bunch of shirts just on his own for the label launch, for Hello Listener, for Games. I was called Games back then. And they all came, and it was a huge event. And then when I went to play, the speakers cut out. The only thing that was audible was the wide. This is something hard to explain, but essentially, the middle channel was gone. The middle channel is where the kick is, the bass, the vocals, for the most part. So all you heard was essentially reverb and things on the side. And I'm trying to fix it. And the sound guy's looking at me like it's my fault, and maybe it was. And we're sitting there, we're trying to do the song, and all I want to do is play these new songs. I got a huge crowd. The whole thing's been leading up to this moment. I'm on stage, place is packed. This is my moment. This is the launch of the label. This is a huge deal. This is like the biggest deal for me, you know? And all of a sudden the sound's not working. I do my first song, everybody just stands there because there's nothing. You're just hearing like noises in the sides. I could hear it out of my monitors, but barely. I'm trying to get into it. I can barely get into it. I try and fix it a couple times. I feel like I'm getting gaslit by the sound guy. Finally, I lose my crap. Knock over my equipment, walk out the back door, and I did some bad stuff. I broke some stuff. I said some things to people. I wasn't happy. That was the launch of the label. That was the pinnacle moment of that launch, and it just kind of fell apart. And that really effed me up, if I'm being honest. And I had a bunch of shows lined up afterwards, but it broke me. That broke me. You know, maybe if I had a spleen, it wouldn't have broke me. But as a spleenless man whose black bile is completely unregulated, it broke me. And I had some big shows lined up. A couple weeks later, I was opening for George Clanton, who just won Album of the Year. It was a big deal. Couldn't get myself there. I got there, but I couldn't show out. Every show after that, I was broken. Finally, I just stopped. And then I would just do a show once in a while. when people would be like, dude, please, open for me, or can I open for you, or whatever. They would try and set up shows, but I never tried to set up my own shows again. I just kind of stayed out of it. But it was a lot of stuff like that, I kept pressing on. Eventually, I did another label launch. It was called Revenge of the Squid. And that went pretty well. But the fire in me wasn't there. And then the label started getting big, and the artists I was signing, we started doing launch parties for them. We started doing some big events for them, and those went well, It wasn't, in my mind, though, it was so clear that wasn't what I was for. The message I got when Warp Records dropped me, the message I got when the label launch fell apart in front of my eyes, like when I look back at it and when I really thought about it, I felt like it was God saying, this isn't for you. This isn't you. You can't, this isn't it. By the time I got to Alaska, I didn't care about my own music. I loved making music. I cared about it, but I didn't care about people telling me I was good at music. That went away. I used to have a real desire to be told I was a genius and to be like seen as special, but that went away. I was completely over the entire thing. That's when things started to happen. Was when, honestly, in my heart, I realized I was just making my music because it's what I love. And that I'd been kind of adding meaning after the fact. Oh, it's because I'm going to change the world. I can't tell you how many 20-year-olds say that. I want to start a band and we're going to change the world. You add things to it so that you can make sense of the fact that you can't stop creating. You start adding reasons because the world tells you need a reason. And so I willingly filled my head with machinations of what I was doing and why, to justify the fact that there's something fundamentally wrong with me and I couldn't stop making art and I kept losing jobs and I couldn't do the natural, normal things that a man could do. And I hated myself for that. What was my point? Anyway, so yeah, I don't think art can be taught. I think art is either an obsession or it's not. And the problem with artists is we have to figure out a way to make what we're going to do regardless of what happens. Even if we're homeless, no matter what happens, we're still doing this. It's like, I don't know, I'm hell-bent on creating this world. I'm not dealing with my world. I'm not dealing with the world around me. I'm dealing with the world I've created. This is the one that matters. I don't like the real one. I like the one I'm making. That's where I live. I don't know if that's good. I don't necessarily think it is. I don't think it's romantic. A part of me thinks that it's wrong. But it didn't change the fact that that's how it was. But yeah, now it's turned into this. But I guess that all came from the comment of like, you don't like most music, but you like what I'm doing. You don't like any of the stuff people are making, but you like what I make. And it's like, I think there was an inverse of that. The world didn't like what I was doing. And anytime I tried to get it to, come on, world, tell me I'm good. Tell me I matter. Please tell me I matter. Oh my gosh, please. Anytime I did that, no matter how hard I tried, doors got shut in my face. So I think, yeah, it's just a different world I wasn't made for that world. Now I'm an internet guy. I'm on the internet. I show you half-made songs. I talk about the things that I talk about, and I've never been more in my element. I've never been more in my element. I don't have to pretend to be cool. I don't have to go on stage and wear cool clothes and pretend that I'm cool. Oh, that was exhausting. I hated that. I hated that. I don't have to schmooze people on drugs and be like, yeah, I like your band too. I don't have to do that. I don't have to, sit there and be at the beck and call of CEOs and be like, when's he going to email me back, and just be stressed out? No, I just do what I was doing anyway, but I do it in front of you guys. Glory to God. Honestly, glory to God. I'm glad none of those other things worked out. My ego, my pride, it would have killed me probably. If I was allowed to go down that path, convinced of my own greatness, I would have destroyed my soul. If I would have allowed myself to believe that because I sit around on a computer and press buttons, that somehow that makes me special. You stupid idiot. If I allowed myself to think that and had and went down that path, forging ahead with a bunch of people who I didn't relate to and who didn't relate to me, and who we probably secretly didn't even like each other, just saw each other as competition, crabs in a bucket type beat, I would have destroyed my soul. God saved me. God saved me. Thank you, Lord. Glory to God. Glory to God. Ultimately, I'm glad. I like how it all turned out. I'm happy. I don't know what, not like this is the end of my life. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where all this goes. But that's another thing. I stopped doing that part. That part where you plan it. That part where you say, next is this. I don't like that. I'm not good at that. And it makes no sense. People say the way to make God laugh is to tell him your plans. I don't think there's any way to live except to submit to the will of God. I don't think there's any way to live. And maybe it's just because my brain's fried. I'm not smart. I'm not able to plan ahead and see things to fruition. But I like that now I have a path where it's okay that I'm like that. All right, let's play another song. That was fun. We talked about art. Thank you for helping me. Any other subjects? That's easy. That's easier. That's easier than trying to run fuelless. What's this? Yeah, I am nobody. Do you consider street artists real artists? What's a street artist? What's a street artist? You mean like a graffiti writer? Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. I hate that quote, Colin Rack. I always think about a black guy punching me in the face. I've been the guy with the plan, and then a black guy punched me in the face. And it's true, I no longer had a plan. I was just scrambling like, oh no. I hate it. It reminds me of when I got beat up by a black guy. Once I was hanging out with my entire family, and I was talking about white nationalism, and they were saying, that's bad, you can't do that. And I asked them, who in this family has been assaulted by black people? And everyone in my entire family raised their hand. So I stopped arguing. I said, okay. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry for stealing your steez, Jimmy. I just like it too much. Please forgive me.
Jesus Christ, I've been given new life by the grace of my Lord. My illness is cured.
Yeah, it's nice. Thanks, Jimmy. Rob was like, fighting with Sarah. Hold on, I'll tell you in a second.
By the grace of my Lord, my illness is cured.
I don't know, Marcus. I don't really have an opinion on what other people do. Really. You know? You don't want to be like, oh, that isn't and that is. I used to subscribe to the idea that art is whatever you look at and consider art. And music is whatever you hear and consider music. I used to think that. Now I don't really know what I think. I remember seeing graph art that I was like, that's really great. It doesn't appeal to me anymore. Also, I don't like vandalism anymore. I want to see cathedrals built. I want to see beautiful buildings. I want the World Trade Center to be rebuilt, and I want there to be a giant Christ Pantocrator and Theotokos with child on either building. That's what I want. I want to see beauty surround us, not ugliness and feeble attempts to turn the ugly beautiful. I want our resources to be pooled to surround us with a beautiful world. The idea that that's not what we're doing is so crazy. The idea that that's not what we're doing as a people is so insane to me. That that love of money has usurped the basic needs of the human soul to such a degree that they've been completely discarded. And you wonder why everyone's insane. You wonder why everybody's broken. You know what I mean? Do you wonder? Do you actually? Why would you? It's not hard to figure out. Avarice. Love of money is the root of all evil. And the people who control the money are evil by choice. Ooh. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Give me 1 second.
You tired of listening to music's like the equivalent of eating a mayonnaise sandwich? Why don't you get yourself a big New York sausage hot dog? Why don't you get yourself a New York hot dog? Why don't you get yourself a hot dog sandwich? Why don't you come on over here? BostonStreetRecords.bandcamp.com. BostonStreetRecords.bandcamp.com.
To a lot of art types, being subversive of norms is seen as a virtue. I think that becomes an idol. I think, yeah, the Amish have orchestrated it so subversion itself is considered art. I talked about this in the video, The Cult, the culture of... It's called The Culture. Here, I'll put it in chat. It's worth looking at. And in this, I think me and Ancient were fighting at this time, so he might have caught a stray in it. Sorry. But, we're cool now. Let's not fight. But, in that, I talk about the idea of the culture of critique and how it has become the only thing available to us anymore. In fact, criticism has become more valuable than the thing it's criticizing. And now we have an entire economy based on criticizing people who are trying to create. And the interesting thing about criticism, and why I'm kind of want to review other people's art and talk about what is and what isn't art, is anybody can do it. You could be a freaking, you could have a 50 IQ and you could say, that's stupid. And bam, you've somehow raised yourself to the same level as someone who poured their work into something. Like that Chinese artist who would go around flipping off like different man-made structures. And people will hailed him. I'm sure he got a Vice magazine article. F that thing. You've made yourself on the same level of the architects, the people who put their blood, sweat, and tears into creating this thing. Let's say, the Sistine Chapel. I know we're all Orthodox here, but it's a nice building. You flip it off and now you're at the same level. It's an illusion, but it's a illusion that seems to work. It's an illusion that's been reinforced in our generation, and so none of us realize how stupid and worthless criticism is in that form. Criticism of evil is important, but to spend your life criticizing other people pouring their life into their work, I think is a very destructive and evil thing. And we have an entire economy based around it. Our entire world is based around it. Twitter is that. YouTube is that. How many videos do you see where they talk about how good something is? Very few. What you often see are videos talking about how bad something is. How this guy sucks. How this music is bad. Playing the worst video games. Lowest rated thing. This is bad. This is bad. There's an entire economy based on criticism. And that culture of critique has been handcrafted, constructed, so that all of us are Jewish-trained deconstructionists who dedicate ourselves unknowingly to destroying everything we are. Here's that video. I think the answer is yes, by the way. The question was back. The answer is yes. All right, I'm going to play one more song and then I got Dipset. We'll hang out over here. This is called Dispute Settled. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's good, but I'll play it. I don't know what this is at all. Yeah, I guess there is kind of a subversive element in all art, but I wouldn't necessarily label it as subversion. What are you supposed to do as an artist? You have to find something that interests you. If you're making art, you're making art because most things don't interest you, so you have to make something that interests yourself. Ultimately, that's what I think what I'm doing, is I'm making something that interests me. Is that subversive? Yeah, I'm subverting the norm. I'm subverting what I see as common and trying to make something that surprises me, that excites me, you know? But to label it as subversion, I think is an Amish trick. I see what you're saying, Jason. Maybe I'm reading it to the word. to be subversive in my mind means to have intent. I've talked about this with Jimmy on his show a lot. In my mind, the intent should be to create, the intent should be to make things good. The intent is not against evil. The intent is for good. You know, like St. Paisios said, do not hound after evil. Focus on being good. So when we put ourselves in contrast to evil and try and subvert it, in a sense, we're borrowing from their palette. All right. Let me thank all my new members and people who buck the system by doing a member chat. Where is that? Is that right here? Hi guys. This is the thank you screen. Thank you to my new members, Rizzy and Glorious Speed Sculpt, not St. Matthew, Octavian. That narrows it down. Rachel Wilson became an op today. It's bittersweet. Metal Stalfos, Quantum Slowboy, Susan Griffith, Marcus Antonio, period. Marcus Antonio Twas. That's because he signed up for 2 different memberships in the same stream. Steve White, 8388. Miskeltos. Zimmermanel, Dwoods, Una Shota, that's beautiful. Is that African? Vengeful Truther, Murder the Media Official, Randolph Wessler, aka The Wessler. Shout out The Wessler. Ancient Waves, Modern Grays. We've come a long way, buddy. God bless you. Shoreline Skrrr. And then Numbers, because he posted his password. First person Q, and then Numbers, that's his password. Meatball Enthusiast, Susan Griffith, The Cheap Chimp, Fredof Fredofonzer, Ellie? I want to thank everyone who super chatted. Big thank you to Unhit Bone and Gooster Mix, who blessed the crap out of me. Y'all blessing the dang stinking crap out of me. God bless you guys. I'm so thankful. But I want to thank everyone who super chat today. That's Ice Wolf, Nobody, Metal Stalfos, maybe not, Unhit Bone, Vigo the Tarpathian, Susan Griffith, Jason Scholl, Dustin 382, Breezen, Austin Tulio A. Panini, The Cheap Chimp, Arnaldo Padilla with a huge 50. Let's not forget that one. Gee whiz. Mongoloid or Mongo Bloyd. Spleen Goblin, who says, "You are officially put on notice. I will be arriving tomorrow." I'm shook. Guys, I hope to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Hollow Spleen. Don't celebrate that pagan witch holiday. I made up a new holiday. It's the day before EBT stops. The final celebration. I have the most racist joke that I can make right now, and I'm not going to. Because I've changed. Reverse Massage, Gooster Mix, Average Redhead, and that's everybody. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to all the new members. Thank you for helping me achieve my dreams. Well, I didn't really have a dream, but thank you for giving me a life that I can almost manage. You know, I'm like, I think I could stay on top of this pretty good. Thank you for helping the bewildered of the world. It's very kind of you. If you're not Orthodox, become Orthodox. Wait, let me see who I'm gonna raid. Then I'll say that part. We got raid. We got spread the love. Who we raiding? Let me see who's doing stuff. We got Chris Lestrange. We got Church of the Eternal Logos. We got Frito Fonzarelli. I think I want to send some love Chris's way. If you're not Orthodox, become Orthodox. If you are Orthodox, go to church.
In a garden brimming with gold and green. No mosquitoes, no predators, no need. I can see you staring beyond my dreams. I can hear you singing a song of peace. As a wave of love washes over me. See the light like diamonds shine through the trees. Every breeze whispers of eternity. I am finally where I'm supposed to be.
Next time that you see me, don't. Next time that they see me, they won't. Next time that you see me, don't. Next time that they see me, they won't. Next time that you see me, don't. Next time that they see me, they won't. Next time that you see me, don't. Next time that they see me, they won't. They won't. They won't. They won't. They won't.